I'm going to talk about great speakers in history. I know there are many good speakers in the whole story of the world, but I'm going to talk about just a few. The first one is Winston Churchill, and one of his famous speeches is "We shall fight on the beaches," that was on the House of Commons in London, and uh, Churchill born with a speech impediment, but one will never guess up from hearing Churchill's strong and reassuring voice, a voice that will buoy up retain during some of her darkest hours. And the second one is John F. Kennedy. And Kennedy was the youngest president of the United States. He took the office as the 35th president of the U.S. On January 20, 1961. His speech inaugural address made the nation felt that a new era and a new frontier were being ushered in. The third one is William Wilberforce. Um, he was a member of the British Parliament. When Wilberforce converted to Christianity, he became convinced that God was calling him to be an abolitionist. He decided to concentrate the idea of the slave with the speech abolition speech. and he is Charles de Gaulle. And in June of 1940, it was clear that France was losing their country to the German invasion. The Prime Minister Paul Reynaud was forced to resign, was succeeded by Marshal Philippe, who made clear his intention to seek an accommodation with Germany. Um, de Gaulle, disgusted with this decision, obtained permission from Churchill to make a speech on BBC Radio. De Gaulle exhorted the French to not give up hope and to continue the fight against the German occupation. And finally, Mahatma Gandhi. While the battle for freedom and democracy raged across the world, the people of India were engaged in their own fight for liberty. For liberty, Gandhi pushed for a completely non-violent movement aimed at forcing Britain to quit India. Gandhi called for their use on August 8, 1942, with the passing of the Quit India Resolution demanding complete independence from the British rule. As a conclusion, I took a phrase from Nelson Mandela. It says, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world." It's the common fact that I found in all these great speakers.